health and fitness icon, Miss Lauren Drain.
I love the way you wind it, girl. The way you pop lock and do it. The way you drop down and do it. I love the way.
So, hey, look, I'm so excited you're here. And I love your husband, David. You guys are incredible people. And my wife and I have gotten to hang out with you guys. And I think what I love the most about you is you're just authentic. I mean, you just tell it like it is. And I'm not that way at all. No, I'm just kidding. I really appreciate that. I mean, we live in a day and age where people will tell you whatever, and you kind of have to weed through the woods. And so I would like for you to tell everybody, like, why ID Life? Like, what brought you here?
Okay, is this thing on?
It's on.
All right. Okay, so my story is that I've been a nurse for 10 years, and 8 of those years I was a cardiac nurse, and I was in the hospital seeing people with all kinds of diseases, heart attacks, heart failure, stroke, heart transplants, just a lot of really sick people with low quality of life. And I just saw that this was not I wanted to be on the preventative side of healthcare. I love taking care of my patients, but I just felt like I needed to get in front of the disease process. I needed to get at the preventative side of things. And I didn't know exactly how back then at all that I could ever reach that goal, but I just knew that health and fitness, which became my passion through doing shows, and eventually I became a trainer, and then I started training people for lifestyle, that is the preventative side of healthcare, is having a nutritious diet, having nutritious supplements, and working out. So.
Well, you're obviously doing it. And for you all that don't know, she literally trains online thousands of people every month. I mean, when she says that, she's passionate about it. And of course, Mark Bennett, our general counsel, we're very intentional about our brand. You all that have been here for years, you know that. That's why we have Troy Aikman. That's why we don't pay people. We're not paying her. And I want to ask you that, because you get offered a lot of money.
Yeah.
And what was it that, why did you turn down all these other offers? And when you came here, you're like, this is home, this is family, I'm in. What was it?
I would say for the past 2 years, I've been getting offers from lots and lots of different supplement companies. They send me their samples. I try it out, see how I feel. A lot of times I'll just like not feel good. I'll have indigestion, bloating, gas, constipation, like everything just.
I told you she was authentic.
All the bad things that you could experience. If you've tried subs in the market, you've probably experienced them yourself, where you just don't feel good, or you try a fat burner and you're jittery and you can't relax, or you get insomnia, you can't sleep. I just didn't like the products that I was trying. I couldn't stand behind it. I couldn't even advertise it to my clients, even though I was gonna get paid a lot of money to do so. I just was like, I don't know, I can't do this. And if people complain, what am I gonna say to them? Oh, just deal with it. Deal with the fact that you can't sleep. Deal with the fact that you have jitters. Deal with the fact that, you're bloated right after your protein shake. So I don't know, I held off on it. I wanted to have integrity. I wanted to join with the right company. And Mark basically just geeked me out with all the science. So I really loved that. It was backed by research, backed by holistic physicians. I really wanted to get behind that. So I don't know, here I am.
Well, we're glad she's here. Yes? Yeah? Okay, so I have to ask you this, because I know we'll get asked this question, right? So how did Lauren come to the company? And she is an independent associate. She got recruited by Jessica Loftus, who's out of Oklahoma. Jessica reached out to her, sold the hour, said, hey, would you come down to headquarters? Jessica drove all the way from Oklahoma. So tell that story. I mean, I want to hear it. Actually, I haven't really asked you that. I want to hear the story.
Oh, yeah, Jessica, thank you for inviting me out. That was really great. She just contacted David, my husband and manager. She was like, listen, I got this really great thing. And, we get pitches a lot, I have to say. So pitches don't always capture my attention right away. Like, oh, our products are the greatest. I'm like, okay, yeah, so is everyone else. And we just like, okay, let's listen to her. Let's hear her out. She's like, no, I want you to come out, come to the facility, look at the products, hear the research, like all this stuff. And of course, I meet you, I meet Mark. I see how the products are developed, that there's no chemicals or dyes or, dangerous things they're going to be putting into your body. And then I love the ID custom nutrition, where you can actually only put the things you need for yourself. And it kind of takes the guessing work out of what you need for your body, because subs and vitamins are extremely overwhelming for people, especially if you're already taking medications. You're like, okay, you're juggling all these bottles, and I thought it was just genius, so you guys sold me once I got here.
That's cool. One of the things I love that we talked about that really highlighted it for you, I know you said 4 major things. I don't know if you remember even saying this. You said, what I love about it is the convenience aspect, right? Because she's getting flown around to make appearances all the time. She gets paid a lot of money to make appearances. Let the record stand, we're not paying her to be here tonight. And so I wanted to let you know that. And so I think that speaks high to your integrity, especially from the nurse background that you have, that you're like, you know what, my fiduciary responsibility, you told me that. You said, Logan, my fiduciary responsibility with my background is to do right by my followers, by my tribe is what she called it. These people that buy things based on my recommendation. And she said that's why she hadn't promoted a supplement company in 2 years. But you said a couple things. You said convenience, no more bottles, right? It's customized, which you talked about. I loved how you appreciated and respected the quality. Like no synthetic fillers. Right. Our products are naturally organic derived, non-GMO, casein-free, gluten-free, soy-free. But then I think the biggest one, and I think this is really cool, you said what I love equally as important as all those is that anyone can afford them.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you go to the store and you go check out any bottle of vitamins, you're going to be like, okay, there could be one bottle for $20 or $50, and then you got to take a bunch of other ones, so then you get overwhelmed. Maybe you'll stop taking one to take another. Like, it's just overwhelming in general if you don't know what you need, when to take it, and, you know, which ones not to take. So I think it just takes all the guessing work out, and I think it's kind of genius, so.
I think that's a great learning tip, though, for all of us. I've started using it, by the way. Wow. There's 4 things that make us different, right? It's convenient. We live in a day and age where people want convenient, yes? Yeah, I mean, we're busy people, right? Customized, the highest quality, and cost-effective. I mean, I think that's a easy sell.
It doesn't interact with medications. They make sure the algorithms are designed to not interact with your medications, which, with my nursing background, it's very important. You know, I had to look up in the nursing manual every time before giving my patients meds to find out, okay, wait, this can't be given at this time. I got to spread this out, make sure this is given at night, you know. The body acts a certain way with vitamins just like it does with medications, so it's important. I like those algorithms are crazy. I can't even believe it.
It is cool. You know, and for you all watching around the world, I think one thing that you liked as well was it's free. We don't charge you to take the assessment. So if you're a guest, it's free. Go take the assessment. We're not charging you for that, right? Okay, let's transition from the vitamins for a second. Okay. And what's your favorite, you know, I know you take everything we have, but what's your favorite of our consumable line? The workout stuff, the bars, all that stuff. What's your favorite product we have there?
Oh, wow. I mean, the protein is super smooth. I mean, there's a lot of proteins on the market that are not smooth. I mean, you can't even mix it with water, and you're just, like, looking at it like it's all chunky, and, like, how am I going to drink that? So I would definitely say the protein is one of my favorite. The protein bars are, like, addictive. The sleep strips will give you amazing sleep. I suffer from insomnia. I have a hard time going to sleep, staying asleep, getting up, the whole thing. So sleep strips are pretty amazing, I would have to say.
Oh, that's cool. So with insomnia, the sleep strips knock you out? You're good?
Yeah, like within 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you take 1 or 2?
Oh, I've never tried 2.
Okay, never mind. David's going to call me. My wife's been sleeping for 3 days. And then he's going to say, thank you. No, I'm just kidding. All right. That was a husband-wife? I go, yes, there you go. So talk about lean. Lean is one of our best-selling products. What are your thoughts on lean? And obviously it reduces sugar cravings, but tell the audience about that product, what your thoughts are.
Okay, so lean helps boost your metabolism, but unlike other fat burners where you're getting like a stimulant effect, you're feeling jittery, you can't relax, you can't sleep, it doesn't have that stimulant effect, and it doesn't break down muscle tissue. A lot of fat burners that you take, they're like racing your heart, but you're breaking down muscle tissue at the same time that you're breaking down fat, which is, we don't want that, we want our muscle, right? So I think that's really important with the whole lean. I mean, it's a great product because it does both, right. And it also kills sugar cravings, which I'm sure almost everybody has in here, right?
If you all aren't using lean, I strongly recommend it. And I take 4 right before I go to bed. I take 4 about an hour before my workout. And it's incredible the results you get on that. I strongly, strongly, strongly recommend you take lean. What is it that makes you so passionate about training people?
Oh, goodness. This is a long story. I love everything about it. It gives you, how do I start?
I know what you told me. I know what you told me because I asked you.
Okay, I'll give you a short little list. I mean, obviously, it's amazing for your body. It gives you strength. It gives you youth. It gives you, I don't know, I'm a very hyper person, so I have to put my energy out there. Otherwise, I'll drive my husband crazy, and I'll get crazy. But
sleep strips, 2 of them.
Sleep strips.
Here's what you told me in the car. So when we were driving over here, you know what she said to me? She said, you know what, Logan? It's easy to forget the impact you can make on one person's life by just making an inspirational quote, an inspirational post, just anything. And you were telling me how when your fans send you all this fan mail, that you actually, like, you read it, and as best you can. I mean, you have so many followers, it's kind of hard, but the posts you never forget are the ones where they say, look, I was at rock bottom. I saw your post. I got on your training program, and I just want to thank you. And I mean, you were telling me about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously we want to get in shape to look good and be aesthetically pleasing, and that's usually what people get started for. But for fitness, for me, is like, it stabilizes your mood, it gives you purpose, it gives you control, it gives you stability. There's so much more for me that for other people that keeps me motivated. So I remind people, like, why you got started, but also why you keep going. You know, it keeps you healthy, young, active, strong. All these other things that I remind people about when they get in the mood and like, oh, it feels like a chore, I'm going to the gym, I don't know why I'm doing this anymore. So I just try to remind them why they got started and why they should keep going.
That's so good. Remember, it's a get-to mindset. You don't have to take care of your body. You get to take care of your body, right? Just like I get to change my boys' diapers. Well, not now. It's right there, but all right, last thoughts, because I've gone long. I got long-winded, and which is normal. But what would you like to leave everybody with?
Oh my goodness. Well, 2018 is going to be a great year. I'm excited to join the IDLife family. I'm excited to meet you all. And yeah, let's do this.
Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lauren Drain.